Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Sean from Client Investment Specialist Team from FSMOne. So I hope you enjoy the valuable insight that's shared by my various colleagues just now. And then today, I would like to, I think all of you staying gathered together in this room with one common goal, which is to find the strategy or discover the strategy to plan for your financial or investment planning effectively in 2024. So I'm here to help you to summarize the research idea from my various colleagues just now. How to make it into an practical and actionable information so that you are able to utilize FSMOne platform in your financial journey in 2024. So this is the agenda for today. So before we start, I would like to emphasize, or I wanted to share the common investment challenges by most of the investors, especially investors with us, FSMOne. Number one, I think a lot of investors do not know how or where to start investing. Because investing, when you want to start for investing, it can be overwhelming because there's a lot of different product investment tools in the market nowadays. So we do not know where to start, how to buy the best fund, how to start and pick a good portfolio. So, and challenges number two, lack of ideas and understandings of the products. I think when you go on when you search in the internet, right, there's a lot of information out there. So when you go for social medias, Facebook, YouTube, there's a lot of guru is sharing the investment ideas. And then how can we be sure that all the information that we receive from there is accurate or is correct? And the challenges number three is a lot of investors actually tends to over-concentrating in the single market because like what my colleagues share, when we see a single market actually is performing, we tend to buy in everything. We tend to all in everything into that market. But if a lot of investors do not know that if they're doing so, actually they are risking themselves, risking their investment portfolio to a higher risk that they can take. And then the investment challenges number four will be reluctant to diversify due to unfamiliarities. Because a lot of investors, when it comes to investment, diversification actually is the very key word. You have to diversify your investment. You cannot all in into just one market. But the unknown about the new product or unknown about the investment tools, actually it will pull back investor to venture into investment tools that they are not familiar. So let me share with you today how you can utilize FSMOne platform to encounter all these challenges. So number one, how to start investing. So for FSMOne platform, actually we are not just an online order placement platform only. It's not just a platform for you to place the order online, then that's it. But indeed, actually we do have a lot of different tools in our website that you can utilize to make your investment journey smoother. Let me share with you how to start investing. A lot of people do not know how to start because when you want to begin the investment journey, it could be overwhelming. So for the first thing, the tools that I can share with you it will be our star rating. So our star rating actually is the product that recommended by our research team. So our research team will judge, they will check the markets or the region based on their value and based on their potential growth. So from there, we will rate the star rating, and this is where you can find the market that we favor for the particular years. And then it will be updated every quarterly. And then secondly, if you do not know where to start, basically what you can do is actually you can refer to the research articles. So with research articles, what you can do is actually it will available in your mobile apps. You are able to access 24/7 from your mobile device. So how can you find the research article, the latest research idea? You can just scroll down from the main page, and then under the FSMOne Spotlight, for this section, actually we will publish all the latest research article from here. And then a lot of people do not like to read the research article because it's too long or too wordy, but believe me, if you go through the research article, actually at the end of every research article, we will have the recommendation for you. We will have the recommendation. You can refer to the top right-hand side. There will be the recommendation on the unit trust fund or ETF for every research idea that we publish to investor. So this is one tips. And then next, lack of understanding of the product. So in today's times, for a lot of investors, actually they find it difficult to find the information when you want to venture into a product. So this is how we can help you to find a best fund or the good fund from the platforms. So you can utilize the fact sheet. So how you can utilize the fact sheet is actually, from here you can see that actually you are able to understand where the fund manager invests, the sectors, and then the various top holdings that they have, and then you are able to find all the information for that particular funds as well. And then at the same time, you are able to compare the similar funds. For example, for this fund is the Japan fund. When you click compare similar funds, you are able to compare all the Japan fund in our platform, and then you are able to pick the best performing funds from there. And then at the same time, you can utilize the chart center and insert the respective benchmark in order for you to compare the funds. But a lot of investors actually, they do not know how to compare the fund. They do not know how to justify or analyze the fund, whether this is the best fund or not. No worry, because we have already dived in the shortlisted product for you. So for our research team, our in-house research team, they already have this recommended fund for unit trust. So for recommended fund, they already dive in and research for you what is the best fund for all the different categories. So you can see that we have core portfolio, supplementary portfolio, and PRS recommended fund as well for unit trust fund. And then for ETF, just now Kinon mentioned that we have a lot of ETF in the market, around 3,000 plus. But how do you search the best ETF funds from our platform? We do have this ETF focus list. I think a lot of people do not know. So for ETF focus list, our regional research team, they will already help you to filter out all the respective sectors and all the different ETF on the respective region, and already pick the best ETF fund and put under the ETF focus list for you. So what you can do is you can just go to our ETF focus list and pick the sector that you want to invest. And then I think go through already. And then last but not least, we also do have the Tao Hong. So for the feature bond will be the bond that actually recommended by our bond dealer teams. So if you do not know what is the direct bond to buy, actually you can refer to the feature bond section. Then you are able to find the bond that recommended by our bond dealer teams. So I think this one, the one over-concentrating into single market region is the major pain point for investor. Because a lot of investors, they tend to go in the market when the market is performing well. But a lot of investors do not know that when you're doing that, the time when you realize that market actually is performing, by that time, easily the market is already went out by 20% or 30%. Then only you realize, right, the market is performing. So you just imagine that when you're entering during that point, when you're entering during the 20% or 30% point, actually you are getting in in the market always at expensive level, right? So how do we mitigate this, the over-concentrating things? So I think a lot of investors over here, I think some of you actually caught in the Great Wall, caught in the China fund, right? So I believe this is the very common pain point because investors like to buy in during the market when the market is performing. So we do not know that when we enter that time is considered very high already. But how do we mitigate this particular risk? Or how do we mitigate this thing? So we can mitigate this thing by diversify your portfolio. You just imagine that, okay, actually this is the performance of 2023, the index of the respective market. So if you all in everything is China, so what will be your investment portfolio? Negative, close to 15%. But just imagine that you just diversify. You, instead of investing, you can still invest in China, but instead of China, you can invest in Malaysia, Japan, and US. So in 2023, if you diversify your portfolio, basically your return is still in positive. Because the market that performing, automatically it will help you to cover the lagging country. And then at the same time, you are still investing in China market. When China market, the valuation is cheap. So in going forward, in 2024 or 2025, China market, the market won't be go down or go low forever. There will be one day the market will rebound or recovers. So you got to enjoy the recovery together instead of you buy in the market during the high price. So this is how you can do so when with this strategy, how to create a diversified portfolio when it comes to investing. So for how to creating the diversified portfolio, I will have a colleague, Bhushan. He will share more details about how to create a portfolio in the later section, in the evening section. So another thing I want to catch your attention is dollar cost averaging. So dollar cost averaging actually is the very powerful tools for investor when it comes to investing. So in FSMOne platform, we do have a tools that associate with this strategy, which we call regular saving plan, RSP. So how RSP work is, how RSP can benefit you is, it will help you to create a habit to invest regularly so that you do not need to worry about the timing of the market. You do not affected by the emotion so that you are able to invest into a market on the regular basis, on a very disciplined basis. So for FSMOne platform, how we can help you is, under the regular saving plan, you are able to invest as low as 100 ringgit only for unit trust fund, for ETF in US market and Hong Kong market. And then you are able to use as low as 100 and invest in Jerry managed portfolio as well. Just as Jerry mentioned that if you invest regularly, actually it will help you to achieve an annualized return of around 7 to 8% of the portfolio because you are investing no matter market go up or go down. So regular saving plan is able to help you to do so as well. And then looking for the low risk investment. So this one I would like to make some advertisement for Mr. Tao Hong. So for this one, actually a lot of investors, for bond investment, is always overlooked by investor because of a lot of investor is unfamiliar about the bond investment. So, but bond investment actually is a very good investment because especially for lower risk investor, because is able to provide you a stable and a very steady income stream throughout the investment channel. So under the bond feature in our platform, I think Tao Hong also mentioned that we are the first financial company in Malaysia that awarded the license to sell bond in smaller lot which is 1,000 and 5,000. It's very big contrast if you compare to conventionally. If you buy through bank, actually a bond, a whole lot of bond, it will cost you 250,000. So last but not least, going forward, actually we do have going forward, we will have more enhancement on our platform system as well. So there's one thing I can share with you is, actually going forward, we will have this, you can earn potentially higher yield in your US dollars. And then there's a new payment method denominated in USD going to be launched in first Q of 2024. So that's all my sharing. Thanks for your attention and thank you very much.